What's up, Pick Central, Monday, 12/16, Monday, December 16th. Brought to you by DraftKings. It's the most wonderful time of year for getting in on all the hoops, football, and hockey action at the DraftKings Sportsbook. In the season of giving, we're being gifted college football and basketball, pro football and basketball, and pro hockey, too, almost 24/7. So many games every day, so many opportunities to place your first bet. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and place your first bet. And here's a gift for all new customers. Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code PICKCENTRAL. That's code PICKCENTRAL. For new customers, get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. When you bet just $5, happy holidays from DraftKings. The crown is yours. I like to put in happy holidays in there. You get in the festive spirit.
It's nice.
They are right.
It's right. We're right there, Rico.
Saturday has wall-to-wall basketball, the playoffs. For college football. I think you get 2 NFL games. And there's a Fury fight, apparently.
Really?
Or somebody's fighting Saturday night?
I wish, yeah.
I have no idea. Is Ben play Saturday?
What?
I know his brothers also fight, but I don't think that's what people will be talking about.
Somebody's fighting Saturday night.
I feel like, is Marty's
Sorry,
mic on?
yeah, I pressed the wrong one.
Okay.
All right. Somebody's fighting Saturday night. So it's
Yeah, I don't know. I
wall-to-wall.
felt like, because I know his brother's fighting, but I think that's in January. When
Rico, you've been talking about this, I feel like, for 2 years now, about this upcoming weekend,
Yes.
or upcoming 2-week stretch, excuse me. Got the college football playoffs, Christmas, NFL. You've been.
Yeah, it's a good run.
college basketball dies down at this point, though. Which,
Finals week, yeah, you got a lot of
are you, honestly, are you like a jolly guy during around these times?
a lot of stress. A lot of stress.
Like, it's a good time holiday.
It is, yeah.
Actually,
I
don't you do that. You're like, I'm miserable. It's a holiday. So I'm like, what?
I didn't say that.
You said it yesterday.
No, I said I'm miserable because I wasn't feeling well.
No, but then you were like, it's holidays. And
I
like, a
miss-
holiday's supposed to make you happy.
No, I don't mind the holidays. I don't have, like, it's different. Like, when you have kids, I think it's like more, it's like, oh, wow, it's like more festive
I
and
don't
stuff.
have
But, like,
kids. I get festive.
I get it. Yeah.
I missed the run on being married, no oblos, the bar run around this time of year.
I actually
was
never-
unbelievable. Bro, there was one night, it was this place's Christmas party, you get invited to that. Another one's this Christmas. You hop in, you're moving around, everybody's.
College, college
nice.
2 weeks when you come home was awesome.
Yeah.
But I
tell
don't
you
know,
the move I used to do. I had no money, obviously, in college. Like, you work and you had, like, no money in your pocket. My mother would send us to go grocery shopping to help out, and you would use whatever was left to live you for the. So you had. And this is back in the day when $20 could get you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
asking what deals you could get. So you
Yeah,
can
and then
get the
every
extra
time my
change.
brother's like, "Why are you buying like Fruit O's instead of Fruit Loops?" I'm like, "Because we need the money."
$3 difference.
Yeah, exactly.
That's an extra beer tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Bosco appreciates like a good Christmas movie. Like I know he likes It's a Wonderful Life. I like It's a Wonderful Life. I think we appreciate the sentimentality of Christmas.
Well, are you watching Christmas movies?
I watch It's a Wonderful Life every
I'm not
Christmas Eve.
Not many. I want to
I'm gonna
watch.
tell you, I know you watch.
I'll watch
you.
Home Alone and It's a Wonderful Life, or like at least
Yes.
once.
You'll
Yeah,
watch.
at least once.
I watched The Holiday yesterday.
I haven't seen.
Never
it.
seen that.
So Jack Black,
Yeah.
Cameron Diaz.
I don't like.
think.
I'm out on.
I mean, yeah, I'm down on Jack Black. But anyway, it's not like he's not crazy in it though, right?
Back in the day, no, he was like a normal.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
mind
Jack
that.
Black.
Yeah, it was actually really weird because I'm not
What
a
do you
big.
not
Jack
like about
Black.
Jack Black?
I just don't like his.
success,
The
I just don't
zany,
like him.
kindness,
the
Yeah, I just don't
zaniness.
like him.
You
a
love
lot.
Jack Black,
his rock and roll personality.
or you like School of Rock?
I love Jack Black.
I have no opinion on Jack Black. I don't love him, but it was weird to
I
see.
think
him
he's
not
the
be-
only actor I like fully hate. I'm like completely out on.
What?
What's the
Yeah.
reason?
I kind
He's
of
out on
hate
Jack
him too.
Black.
I kind of hate him too.
I don't think it's a
Too
crazy
much.
take.
I don't mind him. He's good in Tropic Thunder, which is a brilliant movie. But like,
School of
School of
Rock
Rock.
is fantastic.
it doesn't really do it for me.
Never saw that.
You never seen School of Rock?
No.
It's actually a fantastic.
Check it out. All right, as
I'm
we
glad it's worst movie.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but I do have some bad news to report. David Montgomery has an MCL injury, out indefinitely. Huge loss for the
I think,
Detroit Lions.
and that's not even just him, dude. Look up the other injuries for the Lions. Their
Carlton Davis.
cornerback-
defense.
Their cornerback has a broken jaw. He's out for 6 weeks, and then their starting defensive lineman, I forgot his name, is out as well.
Yeah, they're losing kneecaps.
Their defense is so shoddy right now. I think they're more than fucked.
Well, let's start there.
I'm sorry. One more question.
Yeah.
Is that he's out for the playoffs too, Phil? I'm sorry, Montgomery.
out indefinitely, so
Oh, so we don't know.
we don't know.
Okay.
Indefinite.
It'll be one of those where like they have a bye, like maybe he can come back probably.
That's what I'm wondering. Maybe you can get.
But sometimes at that point, it's like, is it? It's like just stay with Gibbs.
Well, see, yeah. Luckily they have Gibbs, but Gibbs had to be the D guy before like this to this extent.
He was really good yesterday.
He's very good. He's awesome.
But 45 points And also Dan Campbell's stupid decision yesterday. The onside kick.
Yeah.
10 minutes left.
It's also it's back in the day you used to, if you could surprise them, it's not a
you
bad
can't
move.
surprise
Now
them.
Surprise, you have to
surprise them
announce
now,
it.
so it's different.
That's the most. When you have 10 minutes left, listen. I know you're deep down. He knows his defense isn't that good, especially with Hutchinson out.
Right.
Like all these guys out.
Lions have given up a lot of points in games now.
Yeah, because they usually win because they can score, which they did still score, but not against Josh Allen, who's been unbelievable. And I just think that you're showing like our defense can't do shit. We're gonna tell you we're doing an onside kick with 10 minutes left. Even after he was like, it was stupid. But it's just like, and I appreciate when they say it was stupid. But onside kick is literally, I think it was like a 6% chance.
Yeah, it's under 10%.
Which is crazy.
Yes.
So why are you doing it? You'd rather just put your defense out.
He can be aggressive to a fault. When we start happening in last year's playoffs too.
Fourth downs are like a different story. Onside kick is moronic. It's with 10 minutes left in the game.
The Bills beat the Lions 48-42. Can the Bills steal the one?
And that's a fake 40. That's like a garbage time.
Can the Bills steal the 1 seed?
Oh, but of course, Mahomes will be hurt.
Yeah, Mahomes is injured.
So I said this.
So it's Kansas City
Really?
goes Houston, at Pittsburgh, at Denver the rest of the way here.
And the Bills
go Pats, Jets, at Pats.
Yes, I think they're going to steal it because I think that
All they have to do is tie because they have the head-to-head.
Also, the spread
Got to
this
make up
week,
2 games though, right?
It's technically though it's technically
game and a half.
1.5. Yeah, because if they tie, they win. The tie.
The Bills have 3 losses. Chiefs have 1. So is it possible? Yes, I would say
If the Texans lose this, if the Chiefs lose this week, which I think they're going to because the line is showing you that Carson Wentz is playing, they have 1 game. They're a half game back.
So I don't think having Carson Wentz play with the Chiefs is necessarily going to be like automatic L. That defense is so good that I think they could survive in spite of him.
Not a crazy thing to say. I also like if the Chiefs win, I'll be like, yep, that makes sense.
And I just don't believe in the Texans.
I think the Texans are skating by.
Yeah, I mean they're lucky they play in a shitty division and they're going to end up, having a home playoff game out of luck. I think the Chiefs still get the bye. I'll put it that way.
I don't.
There's just not enough time left for the Bills.
I think there is though. That's the problem. Like I think that they can lose to the Steelers and the Texans, especially if Mahomes isn't playing.
Yeah, I mean, how many?
This week, I don't think they're going to play. Like, I don't think they're going to make him play this week because they have the 2-game lead.
Correct. They have a little bit of cushion.
So they could afford to lose this game.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 2-game lead, but they just have to tie them. But Kansas City's got a tough stretch coming down the run here.
I mean, the Broncos they don't have an easy game.
The who?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs? No, right. And the Bills have only easy games.
Yes, the Bills are not going to lose any of those games.
By the way, for the Dukes, our tattoo bet, the Patriots need now to win out. Patriots need to win their last 3 games or else Dukes is getting a tattoo. Okay. Fair reaction, I think.
Yeah, you guys still suck.
It's not my team. It was about your team. It had nothing to do with my team. Nothing to do with all the Jets.
No, I know. It's
the Jets
still,
do suck.
It's
The
still
Jets
I wrote down the Jets as a loser because they're getting pointless.
Horrible. The Jets should never win that
Unbelievable
game.
wins.
It's a horrible win. The Jets.
They lose when they win.
Jets are a nightmare. They can't even tank right. This has nothing to do with the Jets. So it's only about the Patriots. This isn't about like whataboutism. The Patriots, if they win out, you win, but you have to now win out. That's all I said. It's facts. Jets are horrible. Nothing to do with the Jets.
Well, he might. I'm not kidding. I know you don't think so. Like, he's playing his way into being your quarterback again.
He's not. He won't be back.
He's back.
I think he is.
I feel like obviously there's going to be a new GM coming in, a new coach. They're not going to want to deal with this shit. He's gone. And I think he also burned bridges with Woody Johnson.
You think they're going to completely just cut him?
Yeah, well, they don't. Yeah, they don't. His contract's up.
I thought he has 1 more year.
I think it's like I don't think it works that way. I don't think. I think it's confused. It's confusing.
You got to give me.
Like it might be an option type situation or something. I think.
I'm pretty sure it's his option.
I don't. I think they just got to cut him then. If that is the case, I'll put it this way: I would be stunned if he is the quarterback of the Jets at all next year.
Because you have Devontae Adams still next year.
Mm-hmm. Who they'll trade.
I don't think they
You should
will.
trade everyone for assets. Every single person.
I'm not disagreeing with
Burn
you.
it
but
down
to
the ground.
I just don't know if they will.
So Aaron Rodgers is 18th all-time on New York Jets passing yards list. With 210 yards next week, he will pass Josh McCown for
Phil,
17th
can you
on that
Can you
list.
look up the contract instead of trolling for a second?
Well, Clemmer used to update that every week.
Yeah,
and he stopped.
and I just got sad.
no, it was funny. I liked that troll. But can you look up
I
the
want to look
contract?
up the contract, what we're
when you get
talking about.
a second?
He's like, I got to prove Clemmer wrong here before I actually do what they're talking about in the show.
That was actually a funny troll, that one, because
It
you
was
did
fun.
do that.
I know. I got sad.
And it was.
That's like this team has completely ruined my enthusiasm for anything like football.
They
Really.
have to be the most disappointing team this year, correct?
Oh yeah, you can make a case of like one of the most disappointing teams like in this century.
If the Jets cut him next year, it would be a dead cap hit.
All right,
hit
so
of $49 million.
who's had the more? I mean, I think the Jets are the gold
Wait,
medal.
is he contracted for next year though?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, then I'm wrong.
So yeah,
think-
that's what I'm saying. They have to be dead.
What's the dead
money.
cap hit? But who cares? What's the dead cap hit though?
I think the Jets are the
I said
gold medal, but
49
in
mil.
terms of disappointing seasons, is it Jets, 49ers, Bengals? How are you ranking them?
And I'm throwing in the Bears, but
Sure.
Yeah,
that 4 wins is very disappointing for that.
still a
Nobody
rookie
was talked about
quarterback.
more than the Jets and the Bears this year.
What?
Yeah.
Nobody was talked about more going into the year than the Jets and the Bears.
Yeah.
Right.
The Niners.
Like the Jets are
But the
close.
Niners-
But the 49ers
were just
were like
I don't know if
used
they were
new-
talked about it, but they were established.
But also, you can give excuses for the 49ers.
I would say the 49ers are the most surprising to me,
Yes.
followed by the Jets for me. But the Niners, I thought were like
I
gonna
don't
win
think
that
the
division
Jets-
easily.
I go Jets just
6 and 8.
Jets are just that's
This was a nightmare scenario for the Jets.
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Everything
Nightmare.
last year was the biggest what if,
Yes.
and then it just turns out you guys are just like so bad. in
So
every
bad.
way.
Every way.
in every.
Closer to the Patriots than you could ever get to a playoff team, and we stink.
Oh, we're so close. We're the same.
I
You
mean, the
got
Dolphins arguably had a worse season than the Jets. 'cause you guys
Dolphins
at
are
least had
disappointing,
draft
too.
position.
I don't think the Dolphins are disappointing because you had a quarterback not play for 4
Yeah.
games. So it's like it's different
they
when
did
you.
Yeah, but
play
then you
and
have
they
like the
lost.
quote card of the century now.
What do you
being
mean?
Like, we're getting ready for Cancun.
But yeah, horrible. No, it's definitely disappointing now. But your quarterback got hurt for 4 games. So that's a
a
lot
little disappointing
of games.
either. 6 and 8 is not what they signed
Definitely
up for.
disappointing.
You know,
but
like,
again, it's
no, dudes.
games
Like
that
when
he's
I'm
not there.
saying, like I'm completely taking
Right. What are we talking about?
the Jets.
Yes, the Jets
Are so
bad.
much worse in the situation the Patriots are. You guys at least have a quarterback. You have nothing else. Your team's a disaster.
No head coach.
No
Both-
anything.
both there.
No receivers.
And by the way, let's not give
Oh,
the
yeah.
Dolphins. Let's not give the Dolphins the excuse of like not having Tua for 4 games. The Packers had Jordan Love like miss some time too, and they just moved on.
I mean,
Malik Willis won games,
but
Fair
they
point.
won 2. Like he was out. Jordan Love was out for one game.
still banged up.
I
no,
think,
but
yeah.
one game,
So
4
one
games.
Yeah,
and
but I guess to Meeks,
you would die. No, listen, you're
like
right.
the Dolphins weren't even
But also,
competitive,
the
though.
Packers are a way better run coach
So
team
what-
in
yeah,
every
it's
which
also
way.
like
the-
But I think that you still have to give a team a little like you
I'm
can't
not.
fire a coach when your quarterback's out for that. Like you just can't.
I'm not saying
Look,
Mike McDaniel should be
I also-
fired, but
But Tua also the game he got hurt, people were clowning him or being like, oh wait, he is ass. And
then
then he
when
got
he came
concussed,
back,
and everyone was
he-
like, all right, we'll give him the benefit
But
of the
when he
doubt.
came back, he had 3 really good games, and yesterday he sucked.
Yeah.
So that's where I no, you're right. I don't think Tua's good. I think I'm completely on that route now.
Oh.
Where he's not good.
I forgot another disappointing team, the Browns, 3-11.
But
Yeah.
and technically the quarterback, they sucked with him. I'm just saying.
I never
disappointing.
I never thought. Remember we were
their
all saying how that
defense-
whole division, like, oh my God, that could be the whole wild card of those 3 teams potentially. You know, like this.
Well, I said, yeah, I actually was,
but you were down on the
Bengals.
on the Bengals.
yeah, because their
Yeah.
defense is truly.
and also the Browns quarterback getting
Did we
hurt
know the
helps.
Bengals defense was going to be trash going into this year?
Not this bad.
The Bengals?
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't gonna be good.
I didn't
but
know
not
it'd be this
bad.
Yeah,
Pretty bad.
not me.
But yeah, I also think the 49ers have had a horrific season.
Horrific year.
Definitely. But Ayuk got hurt. McCaffrey didn't play for 5 games. Like,
But I think the goal.
McCaffrey didn't play really the whole season.
when
Even
I'm
when he
looking
came back,
at
he wasn't the
teams
same.
that are disappointing, because there's like, if you can point to something like, okay, that kind of makes sense. Like the Jets literally had no injuries where that really fucked them. You know,
I think the
the-
gold medal is the Jets.
the Bears had
More than
no.
the Niners.
Yeah, I think so.
The Bears had no injuries. They were horrible.
But yeah,
Like there obviously there's injuries, but nothing major of like their quarterback or their star wide receiver or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think of another team where, and I think the most like improved like Broncos and Vikings are like the Vikings get slept on still
Broncos.
now,
yeah.
where it's like they're 11-2 and everyone's like, Are they that good?
I'll say this
They
too.
just keep winning.
I was dead wrong about the Raiders. I didn't say the Raiders were gonna be great. I thought they would be competitive. They're 2-11. They're horrific.
Yeah, I think we all like the Pierce.
I think we all.
And I thought the
good.
Broncos were what the Raiders were going to be. You know what I mean? I thought the Broncos would be 2-11.
I think in
I did
August or
say-
July we said the Broncos would be competing for the worst schedule
Yes,
of the year.
and
I did
Right
say
about
the
them.
Gardner Minshew's not a
Also,
good start.
remember when we had Justin Pugh on?
Mhm.
I'm going to call him out really quick. He was so wrong about the Vikings.
What did he say?
I was like, I think the Vikings are going to make the playoffs. And he shit on my analysis so fucking hard that after the show, I just quietly bet the Vikings to make the playoffs. And I've been holding on to that for like,
Shout out Pew.
they just, and they clinched. I've been waiting for that for 13 weeks.
Vikings have been incredible. I thought the Vikings might still be because the NFC was kind of pretty weak. So I didn't rule out the Vikings making the playoffs. But I never thought the Broncos were going to be in ever.
I mean, he's offensive rookie of the year.
He is, right?
I think so.
Like, what do you think of Brock Bowers?
No, how about Jaden and the Commanders?
I still think it's I still think it's Bo. But what's the odds?
Bo's not close. I think it's Jaden McDaniels.
Jaden Daniels.
I just thought Brock Bowers is gonna have 1,000 yards his rookie year as a tight
Brock
end.
Bowers
like,
is
he's
the-
insane.
Yeah, he had a
Is-
great year.
That's why, like, at least they have a good building piece. The Raiders are also going to have either Shador Sanders or Cam Ward. So like they're
Yeah, it's minus like 800.
Yeah, I don't think Bo Nix is winning, Marty.
No.
no.
I feel like that narrative was already set in stone, like
Jaden
back
is
in
minus
October.
seven.
I think it's
50 on
way
DraftKings.
harder to do what Bo Nix has. Like Bo Nix
Bo Nix is in a harder division too.
and his team was god awful. But Jaden's also like he's not a. He deserves it.
It should be closer than those odds are saying.
Yes, that's what I think I'm getting at. Jaden should still win, but I like the fact that Bo Nix is what is he 9-5?
They're both 9-5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty good.
Who else do you have for a winner or a loser?
Oh, the Cowboys disappointing.
Yeah.
Hurt.
6-8.
It hurt.
I know. I'm just saying.
That's the
it's
thing. It's like disappointing's tough when it's like your quarterback got hurt.
Do you
But also,
consider the
like,
Giants
The Cowboys
2-12?
have won.
You
I think the
you
Giants.
guys were a little more optimistic than 2.
Yeah, but
especially
I
Marty.
wasn't.
Marty was. No, Meek, you weren't. Marty
no,
was.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. I was definitely more optimistic, but like one, I was going for my guy. Two, our team was not like no one
Not
was
built to
talking
win.
about them to be like a playoff
Yeah.
team, like a contender ever.
So they just had a year from hell, but they weren't.
They
They
were
were never
horrible.
They were predicted to get what 6 wins. You fall to 2. They're just a bad team who got worse. There's no.
Yeah.
They're not a
It's
disappointment.
better to have 2 wins
Yeah,
than
they're
6.
not a
so-
disappointment.
was gonna
I
say-
wrote them down as a winner. They're losing properly.
I agree with
Trying to
you.
get the number
Yeah.
1 pick.
I agree.
We're putting
Playing nonsense out
Tim
there.
Boyle's playing football, which he
That's
is.
what you should be doing this.
Yeah.
Tim Boyle is going to go down. There should be a documentary on him.
You think Dable gets fired?
Can you pull up Tim Boyle's UConn stats, please?
It's like 3 touchdowns, 13 interceptions in 4 games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Horrible.
And he made it to the NFL.
Yes.
He's
And
been
then
in
in
the
the
NFL.
NFL. He's been
He's
horrible.
been playing in
Yeah.
the NFL.
He started games. He started a game this year for the Dolphins. Started a game last year for the Jets.
Or this year for the Giants as well. Well, he played.
He played. I think he might start
yesterday.
next week, right?
We have a coworker with better college stats than Tim Boyle.
I'm just
did.
gonna get ahead of this. Meek is trying to troll in the future. He's gonna want to bring this up. So
What, the MVP odds?
Oh, I know, Meek. I
There's
know.
no conversation.
Right. Well, now there isn't Meek, but there was a conversation
Right,
before this.
congrats.
dunked.
I'm okay with Meek being right.
He's not, but he wasn't right.
But you also
I
bet
am
on him.
right.
No.
Because
no.
I bet on him.
Yeah.
This is exactly
And
what.
two
said
weeks,
it.
2
Oh,
weeks ago,
whatever.
there was a conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Things can change.
And the whole
Meek.
thing 2
Very
weeks ago.
short
that
conversation.
the thing 2 weeks ago we were saying is if he breaks the NFL rushing record, we think he could win. He's not going to break it now. So
Yeah,
now
he
he's not in the
played, what do you have,
conversation.
like 50
It was
yards
do-
yesterday?
Meek. You can conversations can be closed through time. It wasn't ready to be closed.
No,
yet.
no conversation.
You know what? You saying no conversation has made it more of a conversation.
No conversation.
What a fucking bet by Martin, though, huh?
It's
How
a
much
job.
you get him at?
10-1.
It's not bad.
There you go.
100 to win 1,000.
Good for you.
Josh
Nice
Allen.
little.
That's a good little.
What
And
are
I
your
got
guys?
him at minus 400.
When do they announce that though? You have to wait forever.
Day before Super Bowl.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
That sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah, I wrote the Giants.
Give you a little extra money for the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah. I wrote the Giants as a winner. Who else do you have as winners?
The Jaguars.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a big loss.
It is a big loss.
Helps them a lot.
I bigger picture. I think the Bucks are making a run here.
I've
at
said
this
that.
division big
I've
time.
said
Like
that.
Falcons tonight, it is what it is. They could be
Falcons have to win.
what?
Falcons have to win. Have to win.
Have to win.
This
When
is
you
a-
look at the
should-
run
should
down
be
the
an easy
stretch,
game. Should be a winnable game. They have to win.
Atlanta goes Giants at Washington, Carolina. Tampa Bay goes at Dallas, Carolina, New Orleans.
Yeah, Buccaneers are gonna win. the division.
I think
so as well.
Buccaneers are good. Like, think about the stretch
I
that
think
they
they're pesky
went
in
on.
the playoffs.
The
The
stretch,
home playoff game too.
Yeah, I think they're pesky.
the stretch they lost on was like Mike Evans and fucking Godwin were both out, and Godwin's always is going to be out for the rest of the year. But Mike Evans is back. Baker's playing well. I mean, yeah, they've won what? They've won 1, 2, 4 in a row.
If the Falcons miss the playoffs, where do you put them amongst the disappointing teams? Because they were 6-3 in control, beat the Bucs twice.
They're on that list for sure.
Yeah, I
Like,
think it's a disappointing run. I don't know about
Disappointing season.
disappointing season, but more specifically, a massively disappointing run.
I think the
For
fact
get
that
from 6-3 to where they're at.
Sure, you spend all that money on Kirk Cousins, like you expect to win this year.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, the Eagles are just like they're my number one. They're my team that's going to the Super Bowl. From the NFC.
The way they run the ball.
I think the NFC for them with the injuries to the Lions, I truly think that is it close? What's that for the 1 seed?
They're tied, same record.
I know, but what's did they didn't play each other, correct?
No.
So what's is that strength of schedule after that, Phil?
I think it's like conference record.
Is it conference or divisional? Conference record, then divisional
It's
record?
conference record. All right, so Eagles go at Commanders, Cowboys, Giants. Should go 3-0.
Lions at Bears, 49ers, Vikings.
that's your
That Vikings
one
game is
seed.
massive.
I'm gonna go Eagles 1 seed there, plus 160.
The Lions have to win out.
So the
basically.
Lions have the tiebreaker then.
Yeah. Because, like I said, the AFC that loss didn't hurt the Lions that much yesterday because
It was an AFC loss.
So if the
Lions can 100% lose to the
team that also can steal that
Vikings
division.
or-
It's not being is the fucking
the
Vikings.
Vikings. The Vikings went out.
Vikings
they can get
control as well. They play the Lions the last week of the season. That's gonna be an unbelievable game.
Yeah, I just feel like the Lions. This is gonna be great, but I still feel like the Lions are gonna
Win that one.
win that
If
one.
the Eagles didn't have the second half they had last year, they'd be basically like unbeatable for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
They just had this one like horrific stretch.
I mean, they have the best roster.
Yeah.
Their
Head
roster
coach.
is
So good.
their roster's crazy. Like
coach.
Bad coach.
bad, weird,
Although you know what?
weirdo coach.
Let me devil's advocate here a little bit. Is he that bad? Like at some point, Parcells, you are what your record is. Like at some point, it's like, all right, maybe this guy's not so bad.
Good coach, scumbag of a person.
All right, let me tell you about something that's great. Phil is the worst.
He really is.
Game time. Game time is focused on togetherness this holiday season. When you bring people together at live events, the experience is that much better, and it's the perfect gift. You know how much we love Game Time now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature. They're making it even easier to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I was looking at actually tomorrow night. I know these people hate me, but maybe I'll go back. DePaul at St. John's, $32 puts you dead center in the lower bowl. Top row, lower bowl, you get a great view of that, $32. Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Pick setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. What are you waiting for? I'm going to buy those St. John's tickets now with Game Time Picks. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code PICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PICKS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
$32?
Yep.
You can go and boo Rick Pitino?
No, I would.
That's what I would do.
Quietly.
I would
'cause
just
they're probably
boo.
gonna-
I boo. Red Auerbach. Boo.
I think they'll beat DePaul,
Remember
but
the Celtics?
it is what it is.
Paul's pretty good.
Yeah, DePaul's having a good season. All right, I wrote on the flip side of the Eagles, I wrote down the Steelers as a loser. They're in trouble now with this division. The Steelers were cruising. They're in a great spot. I think they're in serious, serious trouble now.
They have a game lead over Baltimore.
They play each other.
Yeah.
And then Steelers play Chiefs still.
Yeah.
Chiefs might be without Patrick Mahomes.
That's in 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
Steelers
yeah.
go at Ravens.
No, I'm just saying.
Steelers go at Ravens, Chiefs, and Bengals, who the Bengals are not going to – the Bengals would love to play spoiler.
Steelers are +6 this Saturday.
Ravens go Steelers at Texans, Browns. I think the Ravens can win out.
Definitely.
Ravens really good. Like that's not a crazy. That's
I mean,
I don't
are
think
the Ravens really good? Like it's like they're 9
Yeah, I
and
think they
5,
are.
you know? Like
No,
that's
I think they're
not-
really good.
No,
I mean, this
I think
week
they're
means
good. I think
nothing.
they're very good, but they do a lot of dumb things, leaving teams in games, and they lose stupid
Even
games.
like the Giants scoring 14 points against them is like concerning. Truly, it is. It's
Yeah.
a
I
little
mean,
concerning.
7 of those are garbage. Like,
But
points.
dude, Tommy Vito still scored in that bit. Like their defense is very like the penalties that their defense was having was a problem.
So the Steelers are minus 175 in the division. Ravens are plus 140.
I would take the Ravens.
Ravens still have a tough Steelers and at Texans isn't easy.
Yeah, but I think the Ravens have to
Christmas
win.
is a great.
I'll say this though. Remember, the Texans have nothing to play for.
No.
So just take that into account.
Yeah, but I think the
division.
Steelers also now I think the shine is coming off of the Steelers a little bit. We're looking at them like, oh, they're going to have a home game in the playoffs, like pesky. I actually think the Steelers now are not as sexy as we once thought.
That's a great. So that's gonna be a 4:30 game. Saturday. It's a Saturday 4:30 game. Excuse me. Steelers at Ravens.
Dude,
Yeah, they always do that around Christmas. They
Christmas
give
is a
Christmas
great-
weekend.
That's a great one though. That's a great one.
Those are
What do
great
you-
games.
What do you think about the NFL having Saturday games the same time as the college football playoff, though?
Well, it's not really on
They're not competing, are they?
on Saturday
are.
anymore. The playoffs.
There's gonna be a playoff game Saturday at 4:30.
There is.
Yeah, playoffs
Yeah.
are Saturday, Friday and Saturday night.
Saturday night.
But Saturday day as well. There's 3 games Saturday, 12, 4,
I
and
thought
8.
it was
there's gonna be Saturday at 4:30.
Yeah, so they're competing.
That's
Here's the thing, Phil. The NFL is
Gonna
like
watch
it's
the
get
NFL.
out of our way. They're gonna do whatever they want. They took over Christmas. They
They're
took
also
over.
not the-
They'll do whatever they want.
Steamroller, huh?
Yeah,
What's
they
the
really
game-
are.
what's the
do whatever
game-
they want.
What's the playoff games on Saturday?
The playoff games.
SMU, State Penn,
Okay.
Clemson, Texas,
You're gonna watch.
and Ohio State, Tennessee.
Clemson, Texas is the Saturday 4:30 game.
I don't know what time that.
Oh, all right.
And no matter what, people are gonna watch the NFL, so they don't care.
But these are big games, though. Like,
Clemson, Texas is 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, and then Tennessee, Ohio State.
where does Clemson, Texas rank among those matchups in that first round? That's middle of the pack, right? As far as
Oh, it's up there.
I think the Notre Dame game
round.
is the biggest of the 4.
yeah.
Because it's Friday night. And
So
it's
then,
middle
what's
of
the next
states,
biggest?
but, I'd
Ohio
probably
State?
say Ohio State, Tennessee.
And then Clemson, Texas. So I was right middle of
Yeah.
the pack. All right, wasn't that crazy?
Does
No.
Georgia have a bye?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't.
I'm surprised, Phil. You're right. I'm surprised the NFL is doing that. Honestly, but Rico's right. There are a steamroller, and maybe we
just
should
do whatever they want.
They just don't. It's more like the college
Kind of
football.
a dick move.
It's almost like college football should have just done it all on since they should have just done it all on Friday. Done Friday and a different
Maybe
day.
like a
they're
day
gonna do
game,
Saturday though. I don't know. I think if you're gonna want to watch it, you're gonna want to watch it. But yeah, the NFL. To credit, it is weird though that the NFL has always done this Saturday before Christmas.
Always.
They add a game because there's no. It's the first Saturday of bowls. And
Right.
the bowls are usually shitty, but now with the playoff, yeah, I wonder how they can both semi-exist.
Yeah, Saturday's going to be a great night to be in a basement with multiple screens.
It is.
Not only,
watching all
and
the
not only that,
games.
what's that Saturday 1 o'clock game? That's Texans Chiefs. NFL is going up against.
SMU, Penn State.
Yeah.
It's kind of dick.
And let me tell you, no one's gonna watch.
They normally only had a night game on the Saturday before Christmas. They usually only had
Right.
like a night
Yes.
game. Now they're doing how many? 3?
You're gonna watch
2.
Let me tell you,
One and 4:30. They're I guess giving the prime time to
They're
college.
doing 1 and 4:30.
Yes.
That's
you're gonna
kinda
watch
weird they're doing
Texans
1 and
Chiefs
4:30.
to SMU Penn State.
I'm an NFL guy.
Depends if Mahomes.
I think
is playing.
everyone's gonna watch
Yeah.
Texans over SMU Penn State.
We know it's a loaded slate on Saturday. Rico, you know what else is loaded?
Omaha Steaks.
You got that
Yes.
right.
Tell them about it.
Nothing delivers comfort and joy quite like the unrivaled quality and taste of Omaha Steaks. It's guaranteed perfection in every single bite. And right now, you can save on unforgettable gifts with 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, score an extra $30 off with promo code PICKS. With 5 generations of experience, they consistently deliver the world's best steak experience. And the gifting experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to deliver the perfect gift with thoughtfully curated gift packages featuring gourmet favorites. I love Omaha Steaks because, they're great steaks. They also have really good hot dogs too, and the hamburgers are good. They have just really good meats. But they're a great gift. So I have family. I'm gonna be out of town. I have family I can send this to. I know it's going to get there, delivered right to their door. It comes in a nice box, ready to go. And who doesn't like getting food for Christmas? That's a win. So from legendary steaks to mouth-watering desserts and more, save 50% off site-wide for a limited time, omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get extra $30 off with promo code PICKS. So you're getting 50% off, omahasteaks.com, O-M-A-H-A, steaks.com. And then on top of that, you're getting an extra $30 off with promo code PICKS, P-I-C-K-S. Minimum purchase may apply. Go right now. Go get your Omaha Steaks. It is the perfect gift, or just get it for yourself. They're really good steaks.
The other loser I had, this is inexplicable too. I mean, we talk about the refs a lot. Why did the clock stop in Washington, New Orleans?
Yeah, that was.
And there was a weird press conference. I think Nate tweeted about it. You can probably pull up Nate's tweets in terms of the direct quote. But he was like, yeah, the clock shouldn't have stopped. When they did the press conference after, why'd the clock stop? He's like, that's all I have for you. The clock shouldn't have stopped.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. I mean, it almost cost them the game.
100%.
I think they would have had still 1 or 2 seconds to run a play. but there was no reason for that clock to stop. It definitely wrong. And I also love the Saints going for 2.
Have to. If they didn't
You're
go
a
for
dead
2,
team. You're a dead team. You don't want to play in overtime. Just go for 2.
100%.
But yeah,
I
that
actually
ref
think
was a loser.
they're gonna hire this guy, right?
The players seem to like him.
He seems like a guy that's just been. He's been good. Like the rally around him. He's also won a couple games. He's been in games.
You know what he feels like to me though, a little bit? Like Antonio Pierce. Remember, like last year, he got the team excited and everything, but like at the end of the day, like probably wasn't that good of a coach.
Yeah. I do want to tell you guys that.
Oh, tell us, Marty.
Morning, I decided that 14-1 Packers to win the Super Bowl.
I'm down on the Packers after last night.
Down on the.
Why would you be
Packers
down?
last
I'm just emotionally.
Oh.
Oh.
I was gonna say, they
Stabbed
played
us in the
great.
heart last night.
Yeah, that was a bad bet.
I wanted the guys to
I
win
wrote
bad.
Seattle
I'm
down
very-
as a
I'm very
no-show.
down.
I mean, they can't move. Seattle no show.
Oh, Seattle looked. I mean, Green Bay looked great last night. No, I'm just bummed out. The guys. didn't get that.
14-1 Packers. I think that this side obviously is easier, and I don't know what their path will be obviously yet, but I just think that they can. Their defense is good, and Jordan Love was making some really fucking great passes. I love the coaching. I love both. They're what are they 10-5, 9-4, 10-4. I mean,
So-
they're a quiet 10-4.
Here's the negative for Green Bay. They're not going to have any home games in the playoffs. Does that affect you at all?
No, I don't
the thing
think
I was
it
just going to
does.
say is it crazy that if you match up with the Lions, you want the Lions instead of the Eagles now? The way the Lions are banged up?
Yeah.
I know the Lions are the one, and we always thought, all right, Lions are walking to the Super Bowl. Lions have a lot of issues on
No
defense.
matter what,
Now
it's gonna be
Montgomery out
hard.
too. Like, yeah, it's going to be. But I'd rather have a team in a division. You saw
Yeah.
it with the Jets. I know I'm dating myself 100 years ago, but I feel like divisional teams match up better in the playoffs. You
Sure.
saw it with the Jets
No,
beating
you
the
see them
Patriots.
twice. That's
Oh,
You've
definitely.
seen them.
that's just
Yeah.
real. That's just fact.
But I think that the Packers, right? Like when you talk about home and away and shit, like I think the Lions need the one for themselves because they've been playing like they've played one outdoor game so far, I think, or 2, and it was at Packers. They won, and they played, but like you see the Packers can travel anywhere, in my opinion. Like obviously it's harder, but I think that they can be completely fine on the road. Like Phil even said, they were banged up. They were still winning with Malik Willis. Like I think their defense is they fucking took our best. What's his name? Xavier McKinney, who's incredible.
They're incredibly well coached.
Incredibly well coached. I just think that they're a quiet 10-4, very quiet.
Well, their 4 losses, 2 of them to the Lions, well-fought games. 1 to the Eagles in Brazil,
Yep.
which
That
I think
shouldn't
That's what it
count.
is.
That game
What
was so
weird-
weird.
weird
week 1
field.
you scrap it,
Yeah,
don't
right.
count it.
They were in that
and the
game with the
Vikings.
Eagles too, though. And one to the who?
The Vikings.
Okay. Yeah, so they've only lost to good teams.
Yeah, and they're all the teams that they're going to play in the playoffs.
Yes. That's yeah.
You know,
You do
Mark,
worry about the flip side of
14
that.
to 1. I'll ride with you.
Let's go. It's more of a bet where it's like that's not because you have the Bills a favorite right now.
Yeah, plus 425.
425, which me and Phil do both have.
Yep.
At what do you have it at? Phil?
I have 16 to 1. I think you said you had 20 to 1.
I have around, or I might have around what you have.
You guys have the Bills at 16 and 20 to 1?
Yeah.
Jesus.
When did it ever get that
Yeah.
high?
The
beginning
summer
of
when the
the
Jets
season.
were the favorites to win the AFC East.
Jesus.
Let me actually look what I exactly have it at. This
That's
was
good
my.
eye.
This was the year when Stephon Diggs was gone. I was like, this is it. Yeah. So they're and the Eagles are second, which is kind of funny. Where you got like the Chiefs still. You still got the Chiefs at third best odds, I think.
Wow.
What's their odds? I
One
might take them.
Yeah, I have Bills. I have Bills 15 to 1.
Wow.
That's
Good
good.
for you, Marty.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to the NFL real fast. So you have Bills, Eagles. Obviously, there we go. Lions are plus 450. They're
Okay.
third. And Chiefs are 6 to 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Chiefs.
Chiefs
You're
6
never
to 1,
getting the Chiefs on the money line at 6 to 1.
and Ravens are plus 850.
I don't mind that either.
And then
Yeah.
the Vikings and Packers are both 14 to 1. And
The
I'm
Vikings
always
and-
too high. The
yeah.
Ravens though. Ravens are always in a burning me.
Yeah.
I'm always like I always think that they're better
mean-
than they are. Maybe.
I think this is if you're ever going to get a team right now, like Steelers 30 to 1 isn't a crazy bet. I don't like them.
I don't like the way they're running down.
I don't like them. I don't like it either. But like,
I want to see the team elevating themselves.
30-1 is insane. Texans are 30-1 and Buccaneers are 30-1.
Yeah, I like the Steelers way more at 31 than Texans at 30-1.
Buccaneers isn't a crazy one either because I think they're gonna have a home game.
They will have a home game. I mean, they have a game and a half lead over or I guess probably a game lead over the Falcons if Falcons should win against the Raiders.
It's interesting. It's definitely interesting where the Chiefs are also. It's funny to Chiefs as well. Like right now, it's 6-1, and they're gonna be the 1 seed most likely. Obviously, it could change if but
they are on track to be the ones. Yeah. Does that tell us that the Mahomes injury is more serious than we think?
No, I think they don't believe in him. And I guess the Bills beat the Chiefs, but that was also at home.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Well, if any team could use that bye, it would be the Chiefs just to rest up.
100%. 100%. That's a bad time for an injury with him.
The Bills, man, they really just like. You look at that game right yesterday. Scored 48 points. And I want to tell you that did he even play yesterday, or is he still hurt, Amari Cooper?
He played. He just didn't get targets.
Not one target.
That's crazy.
48 points. Not
one
target. His best receiver yesterday was Ty Johnson. 5 receptions or 114 yards. This is what I'm talking about MVP stuff where it's like, it's almost unfair to some things because like Lamar is having a better year than he's having last year, correct?
Yes.
But he does have way better weapons around him than Josh Allen does. So I think it just shows you like of MVP stuff of what Josh Allen's doing with Ty Johnson and like Shakir. Oh, did you guys see? I'm sorry, I'm jumping around, but did you see Will Compton's bet?
No.
Will Compton had a like a
4-teamer touchdowns?
No, he had a parlay of like 7 things or something, and it was like 100 to win like $4,000 or something, or $3,000, and he had Shakir 40 yards plus, and it got marked yes, stat correction 39 yards. It's brutal. Brutal.
Horrible.
Can you pull up his dudes if you have a second? It's so bad, dude. I was like, that's actually the worst luck you can have. Stat correction? There should be things in gambling if it's stat correction, you get like half it back. If it ever goes green.
If it goes green, yeah.
It's stat correction, half back.
That's tough.
You know? Brutal. But yeah, if you look at this it's stat correction X40. It literally went green before it too. Brutal.
That's tough.
But yeah, I think it's just like the Bills are, I don't know, it's every day is someone different.
Well, Josh Allen also stopped throwing picks. Like
he stopped turning the ball over, yeah.
You know, like that's what
and he's
that's
also running.
He had to learn how to do, and he did it.
He's also running at an insane rate. Like it just his like the fact he has way more rushing touchdowns than Lamar, I think. He's had 5 in the last 2 games.
Yeah, he should have more than Lamar, right?
And these are real rushing
Especially with
touchdowns,
Derek-
not push ones.
Derrick Henry, I think, has taken a lot of that off of
Lamar.
Lamar's plate.
All right, anything else jump out in the NFL? Run through.
Wait, Allen had 15 rushing touchdowns last year too. He has 11 this year.
He's 25 touchdowns. He's 25 throwing
And
11.
He's true dual threat.
That's crazy. And his QBR
Last year he had 29 and 11. Oh, 29 and 15.
His QBR is 79.4.
It's the best in football.
Yeah. All right, we'll run through the scores. We touched on Baltimore, 35, Giants 14. Nothing really to take away from there. We Giants are losing properly.
The only thing to take away when you're watching the game, like, did you see that Hill touchdown? I forget his first name, the backup running back for the Ravens. It was
Justice Hill?
Justice Hill. It was just a dump off to him. Nobody was in
play.
It was one of the most incredible. I'm like, maybe we are really just trying to throw because there's no one could be that bad.
Jets win an absolutely pointless game against the Jaguars. Weird that the Jets left some time on the clock.
Yeah.
The Jaguars come back down, like dumb decision. Just wait and kick.
Yeah, they could have got it all the way down to nothing, and they were right there, and instead they give it to Breece Hall, who runs it. The whole thing was just.
Devontae and also it was also not great that your leading rusher was Aaron Rodgers, which is crazy. 45 yards.
It's crazy that every single player in this team has taken a wild step back. There was in the game, Sauce Gardner had a horrible penalty in the end zone against Jacksonville pass interference. Like every single player on this team is taking a wild step back.
And one thing is weird. Like Breece Hall this year was looked at as like he's going to be a top 3 running back.
Yeah.
He has been nothing, and they also they'll give him the bulk, but they're also giving they want Braylon Allen in there, this Isaiah Davis guy, like it is weird where it's like, why is he only getting 9 carries yesterday?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's odd, right?
The whole thing's odd. The whole thing's.
I know it's bad, but this is I'm just thinking during a game, Breece Hall is supposed to be one of your better guys. I don't know.
Kansas City wins 21-17. Does this concern you that Kansas City has scored 30 points? It was exactly 30 points. I'm sorry. Twice this season. Once against the Bucs and once against the Panthers. Every other week, 21, 19, 19, 21, 16, 30, 27, 28, 26, 27.
This is why I said I don't know if
17, 22,
this is why Carson
26.
Wentz might not matter that much.
Mahomes went.
They're not winning.
Where is the Chiefs' explosive off? Where's their day?
There.
Where's their explosive
there's
day?
one guy coming back next week, which is explosive, and he'll have at least 3-4 games. It should be next week. 3-4 games to 3 games. 3 games left. 3 games to kind of get it going. That's their explosive piece. With him and Xavier Worthy, it could be really fast. But you're right. I don't know. But they also don't need to. They're letting up fucking 15 points a game.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
Trying to think of, yeah.
Their last, I'll go through how much they've let up. 7, 17, 17, 27 was to the Panthers.
Right.
And then Bills was 30. But then after that was 14,
24,
20,
18,
13, 10.
17.
That's crazy.
27 and 20 early in the season. Yeah,
There are 5 teams in the NFL to not have more than 30 points in a game.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy stat.
That's insane.
And they're 13
And then you can take the Jets off that list.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
from 2
last
days
week.
ago.
Yep.
It's crazy, man.
Is it more than 30 points?
Yeah.
So, 30 exactly. Yeah.
If this was any other team, would we be calling them a fraud?
Yeah,
If it was the Vikings. If
You'd
the
be
Vikings
looking
were
at giving
doing-
them as the one.
I have a hard
100%.
time calling a 13-1 team a fraud, though.
But we were calling the Steelers a couple years ago that were 11-1. Everyone, you knew they weren't that good. The Vikings a couple of years ago when the Giants beat them in the playoffs, when they were
They were 15-1 or
When
whatever.
you
that year.
flip the one possession game scores and you're like, what's the record going to be? And you flip it.
Yeah.
That's what everyone said about the Vikings. Is they're frauds. So
Is it a
Yeah.
fraud or is it just different? The Chiefs are winning differently.
Just winning with
We're not
defense.
used to it.
No, I think it's just they've won 2 championships in a row, and we're like, well, you have to give them respect no matter what, and it still is 13-1, so you have to give
Right.
it.
It
It's
is
really
also,
weird.
It is also it's gotten to the point where we're talking about they win in these close situations. They are 17-0 in close games. That is unheard of.
Unheard of.
Except what is it, 17 straight?
And it's almost like they're not even opening their playbook until they have to for the playoffs. It's what it seems like. He was 19-38 yesterday,
I
150
don't even
yards.
think that though. They haven't been good enough for you to be we could hide some plays.
I'm just saying maybe
dominant enough.
I don't know. It's just they're who gives a shit? It almost seems like that's how they're playing. It's who cares? And we're still gonna win. I don't know. It's so.
That's why I'm going to take it. It's 6-1.
And if anyone faults you, you're a moron. It's yeah, of course. If that's why I'm taking the Packers on the other side, just so hopefully you can hedge to get there.
I think the Bills gotta get him this year. If you're looking at the Bills,
This
the
is-
way Allen's playing,
Let me tell you something.
MVP,
But this is
gotta
what
get 'em.
that's what everyone's gonna say,
You don't think Lamar is thinking the
myself.
same thing?
including myself though, Bosco. You're right. This is the year they should get him, right?
if you're in Buffalo, it has to be this year.
It has to be
There's
this
so
year.
many
He's the
Chinks in
MVP.
the armor, you have to take.
They already beat them at home.
Yeah.
It's
You don't
lining up-
think if you're Lamar though in Baltimore, you're thinking the same thing? You're like, all right, this is our chance. This is
Yeah,
my
but
time.
I just think Buffalo's
Bills
better.
have been closer than the Ravens have.
yes
in the playoffs.
No, maybe.
No, definitely.
The Ravens had that one AFC Championship
So-
game. Have the Ravens matched up with them otherwise?
The Bills lost in 17 seconds.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
how many other times did the Ravens lose to them?
I think this just a
Just
once.
the once,
with
right?
Lamar.
Yeah, the Bills.
Lamar's
it seems
only
like
one.
I think it's
Yeah.
pretty equal. I think both those guys are MVP, soon to be or are MVPs, who are like, all right, we finally got a shot at this guy. Finally, we can take down the champ.
Yeah, but Lamar's only won 1 or 2 playoff games.
Yeah.
The Bills just kind of have. It's literally just been that Mahomes been the boogeyman for them.
He's been the boogeyman, yeah. The
So,
whole AFC.
I don't know. It's very. It's
It's gonna, I think,
it's be interesting.
allow us some really cool narratives in the playoffs.
Amazing.
Cincinnati 37, Tennessee 27. Cincinnati, it's frustrating because, like, if they could just get the defense to be not just pathetic, they might be back in this race for a wild card spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave up.
They're still amazingly, like, they're still right there in the hunt. They're not going to make it.
They were losing
Denver,
this game.
Yeah, because Denver keeps winning. But, yeah, I mean, their defense is pathetic.
I think Denver winning yesterday kind of really just put it out.
Yeah, and I was all of it. I actually went 3-0 straight up yesterday.
Nice.
Lost it on the 2
What
parlays.
does Denver have left?
Let's see. Chiefs for sure.
Yep. I think they have the Steelers left.
Chargers, Bengals, and Chiefs.
Chargers.
At Chargers, at Bengals, Chiefs at home.
That's pesky down the
I
run.
think they're going to beat the
Not easy.
The Chargers looked like shit yesterday.
Yeah, it was all over the Bucs.
Yeah, me too.
Washington 20, New Orleans 19. I think, Clemmer, we gave that out too. Friday, we gave out New Orleans taking the 7.5.
Patrick Mahomes'
Yes.
news has just dropped.
Patrick Mahomes was diagnosed with a mid-high ankle sprain following tests, and he's still considered week-to-week. Tests confirmed. Initial thoughts. Scheduled himself a Saturday game and a quick turnaround on Christmas. Yeah, that is pretty quick.
He's been limping for like the
They're playing
past,
Saturday and then Christmas?
Yes.
I feel like he's been limping for the past 3 years.
What day is Christmas on?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So it's Saturday then Wednesday?
Yeah.
That's kind of Well, I guess that's why they gave
That's
him
like
Saturday.
that guy we had on the show's team.
Yeah. Oh,
The high school
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
He played on Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Oh, man. So
So we got to bring that. You know what we have to do? We got to clip that and put it on our TikTok. Do we have a TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
with me yelling at the guy?
That would do well on TikTok.
A long time ago, though, right?
Yeah, but it's funny.
It was funny.
Dallas 30, Carolina 14. Was Carolina favored in this game?
Yeah. First time they've been favored in.
Like 30-something games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Carolina was playing better too. I guess that's just. I give Dallas credit. Cooper Rush. They've been competing with him. They've been competing.
Where the hell are they going?
I don't know. Lunch probably.
Oh, Robbie Fox just gave me a middle finger. That's very rude.
Dallas has been competing with Cooper Rush.
Horrible.
I think they've been fighting.
Oh, yeah, they have.
Yeah.
He was really bad because people think he is not good, but he was really bad in prime time. So they're like, oh, he's terrible. And then he's won the past 2 games.
Houston 20, Miami 12. Houston just staying alive, doing what they have to do to be a Saturday playoff game. That's their.
So they clinched the division
Houston
yesterday.
spot.
Nice win for them.
Mark it down. Houston is playing Saturday at 4:30 in the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mark it down.
They're going to lose.
They're going to lose.
They're gonna be in a war.
Or they'll win the first game, lose the second.
They do look annihilated the second.
Usually it was like Texans-Titans.
Yeah. Well, no, it couldn't have been.
Not that.
Yeah.
Not Titans. I'm sorry. Texans, who they always play. They used to play someone all the time in the
Colts?
playoffs.
No, that's the same
No,
division.
not Colts. I'll remember it.
Jaguars?
It could have been them. But you know what I'm talking about. It was
always
that
Texans.
4:30
Oh, the Jaguars are in their division. Why do we keep listing teams in their division? This is bad. We just listed the 3 teams in their division.
Everyone knows what we mean. It doesn't matter.
In terms of impressive stories of the season, is Denver number 1 for you?
Yeah.
I think Denver's having an unbelievable season.
Actually, it's them.
That game turned,
and,
though. That game turned when Turner didn't put the ball in the end.
That was the
so
Broncos
frustrating.
It's crazy.
with Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was also the Broncos defense winning that game.
Yeah. Arizona 30, Pat 17.
Yeah, so the Cardinals are still in it.
Yeah, they're a game out.
Hanging by a thread.
They're a game out.
Yeah, but they're still
Yeah,
in
I
it.
don't
And they
buy
still
the
play the Seahawks, and they still play do they play
Rams,
the Rams
probably.
still?
Find out. They do. So they're very alive. They do not play the Seahawks again. They play at Panthers, at Rams, Niners.
Okay. I think the Rams are going to win that division. I'm rooting for the Rams to win that division.
I am too.
Tampa Bay 40, Chargers 17, and then Green Bay Sunday night 30-13 in an absolute blowout. All right, let's do picks for tonight. You got a doubleheader. Chicago at Minnesota. Minnesota minus the 7, 43.5. I don't know how you don't take Minnesota here.
I don't know how we have
It seems
2
chalky
games-
as hell. Yeah, it's a
games
weird one.
tonight, and they suck.
Atlanta minus 6 going to Vegas. Totals 44.5. I'm staying the hell away from that game.
Desmond Ridder is starting.
But I like Minnesota minus the 7.
I do too, but it's like I feel like one of them is gonna win outright. One of the underdogs gonna win outright.
So then it probably was Vegas.
Yeah, I could see the
I
Vegas
could see
win.
Atlanta. Like Atlanta's bad. They haven't. We know we're a Falcon show. Atlanta's bad. They're not.
the Bears had 2 yards at halftime last week. 2 yards. They're a disaster.
Yeah,
right now.
Minnesota should run away with this.
All right, so in that Bears game,
Leave no doubt if you're Minnesota. Maybe move that line up to 9.5.
Is Daniel Jones the backup yet? Because
I believe so.
could see him getting in tonight.
Yeah, a blowout. I could see that too. Prime and then
Prime time.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and he'll throw a touchdown or he'll
Yeah.
fumble, either one.
Caleb Williams has not thrown an interception in his last 7 games. Caleb Williams right now under a half interception is -110. Something that hasn't happened in 7 games. I've been taking the last for 5 weeks in a row the Drake May interception that's hit,
Drake May.
and then for the last 2 weeks I've been taking the Caleb Williams to not throw one. It's been hitting. So that's my play for that one. And then in that the Falcons game, they don't know who the Raiders don't know who the quarterback's going to be. I guess O'Connell.
I just said it.
Yeah.
No, it's him.
Is it definitely going to be Ritter? 100%.
Yeah, they announced
They
it.
announced it. Okay. I took Falcons 5.5 for that reason, but the Falcons have been really bad. And then I took Kirk Cousins to throw 2 or more touchdowns, -120. He's been so bad. This is almost like his last gasp. So I'm kind of doing that with
Against a bad Raiders.
holding my nose.
Yeah.
Are you guys really going to be that much of a Falcons blowout, though, right? So we're all on the same page.
I don't
now?
think it's
No,
going to be a
just said-
Falcons blowout
I
at
said
all.
I think the Raiders.
I think the
Oh,
Vikings.
I'm sorry.
I think the Vikings blow them out.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings.
The
blow 'em out.
Vikings blowout. See, I'm nervous about that one. I don't know
about
why.
blowout. I don't know. I don't like both these bets.
The Bears have been horrible of late. I don't know why I'm so nervous about that game.
The Bears have been horrible, and also primetime Bears usually never work out. Ever.
Good.
And also, our Chicago people are at the game in Minnesota today. So that usually,
Something
if you look at
leads to
any
that.
track record of our guys, Bears guys being at a game, it's not a good one.
Them being at the game makes me think they may cover to +7 because it'd be a heartbreaking loss.
Or a blowout.
You guys are on the Raiders tonight.
I'm,
I want
right
no
now,
part of
I'm
that
leaning
game.
towards
I want
Raiders.
No part of that
yes.
game, but yeah, I would lean Raiders.
I'd
Really?
love a Raiders
That's
win.
I want no
crazy.
part of that
Raiders are hot. Max Crosby's not playing.
And the Falcons love to keep people around.
Yeah, the Falcons.
The Raiders are
lose,
so bad.
I don't know if I'm taking them yet. This is not like I've been very. I know I truly. I've taken both teams in my head.
Clemmer, how do you feel like Desmond Ritter revenge game? You had something to prove to them. They gave up on me. I'm going to go in there and end their
That's
season.
not a bad
I
point.
don't care about that at all.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Me and Jerry are on Jordan Addison and Kyle Pitts TDs. That's +922 parlayed together. Clement, what are you on?
Caleb Williams not throw an interception. Kirk Cousins 2 or more passing touchdowns is -120, and I'm on the Falcons -5.5.
Marty, what do you got?
You know what? I'll do it on the show. I'm gonna take the Raiders +6.
No, Marty.
I'm gonna take the Raiders +6. I'm gonna take the Vikings -7. I'm gonna take if he plays, I don't know. I'm gonna take Swift to also score a touchdown tonight, and then I had a couple other plays I had Charleston -6.5 against Wofford. I like Charleston a lot this year. I don't know why. I've been watching them a lot. I have South Alabama +12.5 against TCU because they're a little gritty, and then I have New Mexico -4.5. You look at New Mexico State; they're 4-6. They're playing Southern Utah, who's 8-3. New Mexico State's -4.5. So that's why I love them.
I had some
What do you got, Phil?
some juicy hoops plays tonight. I like R.J. Barrett, 40+ points, +1,000. He's going up against the Bulls, awful defense. And I feel a high-scoring game tonight in Kings Nuggets. Give me Malik Monk, 6+3s, +1,100. I think it's a game where a random player shoots the lights out. I'm going with Malik Monk.
What do you got, dude?
Wild.
I'm on nothing
bets.
tonight.
All right, yeah, I think college it's kind of dead. Yeah, that's it. Pick Central. Will you got a blackjack stream tonight?
Yeah, blackjack stream tonight at my apartments. Myself, Hubs, Clemmer, Tommy, and Dana.
Fletcher.
What?
Nothing.
It said Fletcher, blackjack.
Got it. And we'll be streaming there from 6 to 8 before the game. So make sure to check that out. New Jersey, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Michigan have the best ways to do for casino and DK. So make sure you do that. And watch us tonight.
Check it out. Yak up next.